Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 149. I am Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina.
What's up, dog?
What up?
It was
And
sick
we're
hat
going to
on.
talk. Oh, thank you. I feel like
Welcome.
I tend to wear this nearly every week when we do Fillet for some
That's
reason.
all right. I always
It's
wear
a
that
good habit.
Spitfire hoodie, so it's all good.
So we're going to run through some different news, a few different video projects that were released this week. And Joseph Ratliff had a part released on Transroll. He should be joining us sometime within about the next hour that we're doing the show. We'll chat about his part. But to start us off, some news. Trevor Colden, using his Instagram, pretty much made it clear that he's no longer writing for Skate Metal. This has been discussed and kind of in the news and on people's minds for a while now. As when Skate Metal first relaunched their website, probably about 6 or so months ago, Trevor's name wasn't on the team list. I guess that originally was a miscommunication, and then he just never was on the team list again. And I checked the site multiple times; he never had boards on it, but he still had it listed on his Instagram. And I don't know, it was kind of just like a not super clear what was going on to the public. And then the other day, he posted a board on a story, like stickers all over the whole graphic, and took skate metal out of his bio. So, seems like he's now officially off and some sort of free agent.
Seems strange the way that whole thing went apart or went down.
Yeah, very, at least to the public, very. Like,
I shouldn't say strange. I should just say quiet.
Yeah. There hasn't. I mean, Trevor made it clear within this past week.
Yeah,
like,
you don't just
that board covering his graphic,
right? You don't just delete sponsors off of your list of sponsors.
Yeah.
Let alone the one that's right under your feet.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, he was over there for a while, so it's a little surprising that Brad didn't post anything about it, or we really don't know much at all.
Definitely seems like he was one of the guys that I associated with the brand.
Yeah.
Very much so, for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, within the past few months, they've obviously put out those 2 Aunt Tammy videos that he wasn't featured in, so that was another thing people started to notice. Like,
question: at Tampa Pro, was Skate Mental listed on his list of sponsors when he was introduced?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, I can look at Skate Park Tampa's site and see if he wrote it down.
I'm curious. I'm curious though, because that's definitely how we learned about 2 new things happening. At least
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Do you, Mike, have anywhere you think he fits or that he might go?
See, this is what the conversation always is when there always gets like these these I don't know what to call them, like big name guys, I guess, high end guys, like the big name dudes, the street league pros, the big name guys, the people that get the monies. I feel like it's always harder to place those type of guys, because we always want to give them like the big name brands as well.
Yeah.
We talked about it just recently, actually. You and I talked about it just recently with Deshaun. How we were like, oh man, we were wondering like where he could go, what brands would he fit with? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like neither of us ever really mentioned Element for him, and then once we saw him with an Element board, we were like,
it just like fit. Yeah. And I feel like now, since that happened, I feel like Element is like on that list for me. That I'm like, okay, maybe that'll fit, But no, in this case, I know that we mentioned it with Deshaun as well when we said numbers, but I think that in this place, I think that'd be a cool fit for him.
Yeah,
he already has the connection to Costin. I mean,
one thing to keep in mind with that I was thinking about was like, I mean, obviously Brad and Eric have a really good relationship, and we don't know how it ended with Trevor and Skate Metal.
Good point. Very good point.
But leaving, however, it split up with him and Skate Metal, going to one of Brad's best friends' companies. Like, just, I don't know. Keep that in mind. Obviously, like their relationships with each other.
Very good point.
But I do agree that I think he'd be a really cool fit on that team, and like seeing him and Miles skate together, and him and
Antonio would be super rad. That. Imagine if that really did come together and those fools put out a full length.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
Like, whoa.
Other than that, because that's kind of what brand that popped in my mind as well was Numbers.
What else? Yeah, what else did you?
I don't know. I kind of think something not random, but like some smaller brand that he could
would be sick.
Like, I don't know what it would be.
Sick.
Like I don't have one on the top of my head, but I could just kind of see that because I don't really know. I don't know where else he fits or where I see him going.
What if Primitive just says fuck it? Come over here. We got gold boards.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down, but like, see, I guess just because I've been thinking so much about like different companies and who they have on and stuff, it seems like there's a lot of brands right now that have really big teams, and I really don't see Primitive adding another pro right now.
No, me neither. I'm just speculating.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I just think that'd be cool.
I want Trevor to get a good home, you know?
That's the number one thing, man. That's how I feel about with like my dudes that like I genuinely
like
not even bet on the show.
What I said with Frankie when Frankie left Zero. I was
Same.
Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, Primitive's such a weird fit," but I was like, "Whatever." Like Frankie's sick. I just
get that money.
Whoever gets to take care of Frankie's sick. I'm just gonna like watching him skate.
I mean, dude, didn't Jamie straight out said that Zero didn't have the money to pay him?
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, dude, if you like him as a skateboarder, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in Trevor's case, I don't know. I'm pretty interested to see. I can see something smaller. I just don't have an exact.
I wonder what. What was I gonna say? I wonder what animal Frankie Villani is gonna choose.
Dude, probably something funny.
I know, like a hippopotamus or some shit.
What?
That'd be so funny.
Dude, I hope Frankie gets aboard this year.
Oh, it's gotta be. Come on.
I know,
cut it out. You see that Dickie's at it with him and Jamie? Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Yeah, they were going in.
Talk about two heavy boys just going hard as fuck, dude.
That'd be a sick demo.
That was great.
Demo, they're stacked. Then you just got Vincent.
That squad is sick.
Yeah, you just got Vincent skating 1,000 miles per hour. Then you got Jamie.
You already know how I feel about Vincent and his 1,000-mile-an-hour ass, dude. That guy rules. That guy rules. You know what trick he does that has really inspired me to want to learn it? I've seen him do in his two most recent projects. Actually, he does fake big spin nose slide.
Oh, dude, yeah, he does that trick.
The way that he does it, going that fast, looks so fucking hard.
I would agree, and I think as well with he does fakey big spin to board side, so good too. Looks so sick. Yeah, Vincent's side.
I like that one. He does one to fakey. And I think that's a whole lot of shit going on.
And the girl in chocolate in China.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of that, might as well bring that little thing up. Yeah. What was it, like 9 minutes?
Yeah, I think there's like 6 minutes of skating. And
that hit, those boys, fuck that skate park.
I know the demo.
Jeez. I'll tell you right now, the way that Kenny was skating, like the pyramid to ledge, wow.
Dude,
made that little thing look cool.
Yeah, Kenny's.
I think it's probably a nightmare to actually skate too, because
it's funny how much it happens with skateboarding. Like that spot looks so tight, or like that park looks so good, and then you get there and you're like,
well, the hip looked good. The little bump to it looked kind of like a little bit further back.
Yeah,
like you had to pop to it and then pop back in, kind of.
Well, I also feel like just the way Kenny skates and his tricks, like you can watch Kenny skate something, and you're just gonna think like, oh, it'd be so fun to skate. Yeah, you just have, he just makes it look mellow.
He's got those cool manuals. Kenny,
like really
I know
shoulders.
It's like it's hard to me to be like, oh, Kenny's got this good because Kenny has everything good, but like, I'm very appreciative of his manuals.
Yeah, he'll do back 180 switch mani, and the way his shoulders are like tweaked is so.
Yeah, good. He looks sick. I don't know. I think everyone who ever has ridden a skateboard appreciates that guy.
Yeah.
Did you know that my skate shop still has a gigantic banner of him in our back room of him doing a back tail? It's an audio ad.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the only one we have hanging up in the back room.
That's tight.
Yeah, I know, right?
What do you think of all the street footage?
Shit. Those boys go hard. I mean, come on. We get Rick footage too. He's riding on a little bike. Yeah, there was some sick stuff. I think it was edited kind of slow at some point. I'll say that much. The editing was strange. I think that the edit started out at a really high pace, and then it hit this thing where like, okay, we're at street now, and then half of that just like got. Was there a lot of lines in the street footage? I feel like lots. Yeah, a lot of riding up and a lot of riding away too. I remember that ledge spot. Brophy and Kenny both filmed lines there. I think Malta had a line there. I think too. Brophy did that really sick front board. But, I enjoyed it. I think there's
probably a handful of things that we didn't see that are for this rumored about Girl and Chocolate video. That's
what about the con stuff? I bet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a photo in Thrasher of Sean 50ing a big rail that I'm sure is being saved for a project. But it was a cool edit. That was a cool mix from the demo to the streets. Mike, your favorite shoe company, Adidas, launched a new shoe. No, not Etnies. The 3 stripes, your favorite. The 3 ST. They got
those things. I'll tell you right now, I put them on my feet. They're comfortable as shit.
Which ones?
The slippies.
The slippers? What color one?
The tan.
Yeah, I was going to say those ones.
Ooh, I call them the Diegos.
In the ad,
he's the one. Do you remember how fucking long ago we were talking about this shoe, Grant?
Yeah, Diego's been skating them for like a year.
Dude, at least. He was the first one that I saw with them on, for sure. And then Miles had those red ones.
Yeah, Miles had the red colorway. Miles did a switch heel back 50, like in Australia or something on a trip. He has the red ones on.
Speaking of Diego,
can we
get a full 9? Can we get a full 9 club with just Diego? Because that was fire.
Yeah, I'd be down.
By far the best part of that. I'm not trying to say anything else was bad. Diego was by far the best part of that episode. Like everything he was saying, I was so intrigued. I wanted to know more. I wanted the whole shit. I like the way he says his last name. I think it sounds sick.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that Diego guy, man. He's sick. I like how randomly articulate he is.
Yeah, I enjoyed hearing him talk about Nothing Special, his brand. We really haven't heard much about it in terms of like anyone from it talking about it, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. In terms of back to the Adidas shoe real quick, that ad is he had incredible footage for that.
Jeez,
switched to the table into the bank, that line at that ledge spot. It was
he was like promoting the lace up one, right?
Yeah, and they had Nikel on the slip.
Mm-hmm.
Nikel
doing a gigantic ollie.
Yeah.
over an entire street.
Yeah, those dudes went in. And then obviously something else to look forward to with Diego is
if you get a chance to, Grant, put them on your feet. They're crazy comfortable.
Yeah, I would like to try them on just for the
crazy comfy.
Seeing what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. I recommend it, dude. Stripe you up, get you looking right.
I've been skating the swooshes. I enjoy those.
No, you have. You put polka dots on your swooshes though.
I did on the Blazers I had. That was tight. What was I gonna say? Oh, at this DOS Days event they've got going on, they did premiere Diego part the other night, so we got that to look forward to.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, if the footage for the shoe ad wasn't in the part, I can only imagine.
Honestly, man, I think that he's our Brian Anderson. Like this generation's Brian Anderson.
Yeah, he's 100%. Like he's young and hasn't been around super long.
I also think that he's gonna go. I think he's gonna. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think he's gonna go down as one of those dudes.
He's gonna be one of the best skateboarders.
Agreed. I feel like every single time we see him, whether it's an ETN thing, whether it's an Adidas quick little edit thing, it's always so progressive.
Yeah, he catches your eye skateboarding. Him as a skateboarder is constantly getting better.
Agreed.
I mean, even after I just saw him on the 9 Club the other day, it made me want to go back and watch his kickflip over the table a long way. So I went back on ETN and just watched that because it's so sick.
Let's not forget Nollie Trade on Santa Monica Triple Set.
I watched that as well.
Jeez, man. That is insane.
He went at 9:45 in the morning, did it twice within like 10 minutes or something.
Insane.
And the one he used was the one he didn't use was completely usable. Like he slapped the ground, but it was like such a mellow hand touch. And then he did it even better.
Do you remember when he was on Ammo and S?
I do. He used to skate Nikes too before S.
Mm-hmm.
Always said Janowski's, but he looks good in Adidas.
I think perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the whole they kind of they got the soccer thing going.
Especially with him talking about how he would use his skate shoes as soccer shoes.
Yeah, that was sick. He buy indoor soccer shoes and skate in them. That was rad.
Was very hyped on that. I'm telling you, man, they got to get this dude back on there.
Yeah,
I want to hear the full interview.
So he was your favorite out of the 9 club DOS
by
days.
far. He's like, dude, just his little 12 minutes was better than a lot of the episodes for me, to be quite honest with you.
Wow.
I don't mean that in the down. Yeah, that's what I mean. I just mean that I'm hyped on Diego. Exactly.
Yeah. No,
like, don't get me fucked up. Wade D still has the best 9 club.
Oh, that's your all-time favorite right now.
Yeah, then Ashad.
Yeah, Ashad's up there.
Ashad's was great.
That was insane.
Who else? There's a couple of them.
Herod's experience.
We'll just wait till the end. I'll do a top 5 9 clubs.
All right. Sounds good.
I'll just start thinking about them now.
Let's talk about My War. Obviously a Thrasher series that they've been doing for years, which I think needs to be done more. I think it's one of the sickest things on the internet.
Yeah.
But Pedro Delfino with an unthinkable board slide. I think everyone saw that Thrasher cover a few months ago and was kind of just like, okay, like what's even going on? You know, like it's obvious what he's doing, but like how is this happening? So it was really sick to get the footage from that. The bails looked uncomfortable the entire time.
Yeah, that guy skates weird things.
Dude, I just can't believe he's sliding down on his stomach down that hubba.
Bro, he's a
Florida boy. He sticks, he looked comfortable on his stomach.
Come on, Grant. You know how those Florida boys are getting down.
Yeah, that's accurate.
They're not kidding
and he'd
anymore.
Slip out and just like go down on his back. Like it was so buck. And then there was the ones where like he pretty much did it, but since there's nowhere really to roll away, he like kind of had to jump off. From? I've been seeing Deathwish boards.
Deathwish, he was out with them the other day. Joe was posting Snapchats of them in a ditch, and he was with them.
I bet Pedro's a good dude to have in the ditch.
Whew. It was like Joe, John, and fucking Pedro and Jamie.
What? That's
great sesh. Are you?
I mean, what you think about this board slide?
I think everything he does is sick, dude. He's on the road to pro.
Oh yeah.
You don't skate stuff like that.
I think it's going to be just like how Jamie blew up so quick. Like Pedro's on the map now, and I think we're just going to get a bunch of Pedro footage and he's going to go pro.
I completely agree.
And I think everyone
don't skate that kind of shit and stay amateur for very long.
No, you don't. I really like the way he just handled the rollaway. Like there was like nowhere really to land, and he kind of just ran into that curb and kind of turned, and then just went down the bank, the driveway fakie, and it was sick.
Mm-hmm.
It was tight.
My wars are tight. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
that
I think that needs to. I mean, I'm sure they can't necessarily do it all the time because they have to have like something to do it on, but the more the better. I think that series is so rad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a viewer last week actually hit us up, wanted us to talk about Trevor Clark's part on Trans
Which I'm hyped. This part was sick.
It was so tight. Neither Mike or I had ever heard of Trevor Clark. I went on his Instagram. I think he skates for 35th North. I think he's from like Seattle.
New Balance flow.
Yeah, for sure had some New Balances on the whole time. And really cool trick selection. Like randomly gets crazy techie. Super cool, like wall rides. He has a kickflip wall ride that was so tight.
He also does backside lip on a ledge, backside flip.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was so cool.
That was insane.
I like immediately was like, I was like trying to recall seeing anyone ever do that in person. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's not a trick to see.
I can't say I've ever seen anyone do that in my personal life.
Tight. Yeah, I think this is for someone neither of us were familiar with.
I mean, there's
like
a bunch of tricks.
The best way to get your name out there and get on the map is like a video part filled with tricks.
Wait, what was the ender, Grant?
He did back Smith and then like
back three.
Spin.
Oh yeah. Right before he does back Smith back
three on that up ledge. So perfect. Like zero. He just like stomps the back three and his shoulders are straight. Like it was. Are you serious?
He also does. What did he do? It was big spin back 50. And he did something out. I can't remember what it was.
He did a tray flip front 50, big spin out in the middle.
Oh, that's what it was. I'm sorry. Tray flip front 50, big spin out. No, it was big spin out for sure.
Yeah, okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, there was a couple of weird ones in there. He also did frontside half cab flip front nose. That's so hard.
That was
so hard.
Yeah, kind of like the beginning of the part. I was like, okay, like this is really sick. I was enjoying it the whole time, but I did not expect him to get as techie as he did in certain.
Don't you think, just in general, that's kind of a crazy trick to be good at? A frontside nose slide?
Yeah.
Just in general. The people that can frontside nose slide for long distances, I don't get you people.
It's sick. It's super sick.
I don't get it. I just truly don't understand. Like the back tail makes more sense because you're going a certain direction, the same direction that you turned, I guess, you know. But like a front nose, you're just like jamming that shit in there and then somehow keeping
it does feel
moving.
super uncomfortable. I agree with you.
Like I can do them to fakie pretty well, but I'm not gonna do it down something. I did it down.
I'm not really a fan of front nose sides. I can be front nose side to fakie. I'm only gonna be a fan of that thing if you like bounce out of it.
Uh-huh.
You know
what about Lizard?
Yeah, he's probably like the best front nose slider ever.
That's the first person I think of when I think of the trick.
Yeah, Hollywood. You front nose slide Hollywood.
People who do that trick down things are like a
front nose slide on a round rail. That's so buck.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, he's legendary Lizard King. He's not no slouch.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about buck, it is Lizard King.
He writes for Grizzly now.
It's accurate. Well, speaking of Baker Deathwish Rider, Tater dropped a part called Weak Sauce.
VX, right?
Yeah, VX part.
Okay.
I'm Thrasher. Mike's favorite camera ever.
I think it's great. Really high def. It's really clear. You can definitely see what kind of shoes he's wearing. They're not America.
Actually, a lot of it was. I kind of think that's why the part came.
No, there was some Vans in there.
Yeah, no, there was some. I'm not saying there was none, but there was a lot of Americas. I think it was a little bit of a footage dump. Some of it was throwaway.
I mean, you just dropped Young Americans.
Don't get me wrong. That half impossible down the set, the ender, all over the rail to wall ride, and kind of yanked out was so tight.
Yeah, he's sick.
I mean, I think everyone knows VX is really good audio. And the way he does an impossible in that down a set. It's like a 4 or something, but then it's flat and lands in the parking lot. And the way he scoops and wraps the impossible sounds so cool. It's like you wouldn't even need to watch the clip and you would know what trick it was. Which is tough. He just scoops him so great.
That's all right.
Yeah, I enjoyed the part. It's not my favorite Cater part. But you're good footage. He's always fun to watch. He's just sick. And I'm excited for Baker 4 for him. Super excited for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Today, there was 2 amazing skate videos released. One, just a solo part. One, like a promo, a little longer. But start us off, Pizza released Thaw and Order, featuring the whole team. A few full parts.
Kinda.
Well, I mean, everyone's in it.
Yeah, maybe. But they promoted it as like a full length whole big thing. I thought it was going to be a full length.
When Palooza,
to be entirely honest,
promote it as much as you want. And Jesse,
listen, okay, that's fine. I'm just saying you got to understand that I'm like OG pizza fan since that. Like, you know what I mean. Ever since that brand started, I've been following that brand. I think they're sick. Always have thought.
Yeah,
okay,
I hear you.
You got to understand that if you're going to promote this as like a big thing. Us pizza fans, we're gonna want that ducky footage.
That's fair.
We're gonna need that ducky footage, and we didn't get enough ducky.
There wasn't too much ducky.
That's my only thing. The rest of it was great. Loved it.
Well, let's talk about what you did like. I'm always down to hear what you didn't, but now that we have already heard that. Michael Palooza put on a clinic on every flat bar.
Jeez Louise. See, I was talking about it when I was watching it with you. I really like when he grinds, and I really like when he yanks back in. I think he's like fucking lanky as shit, and I think it looks really cool with how lanky he is.
Dude, the way he yanks out is incredible.
Yeah. He's super cool.
I think it's undeniable that there's someone better at flat bars than him. I do think it's cool that he tosses in a mix of like some stuff you wouldn't, like I think he had a handrail clip or 2. He did that gnarly gap to front feeble.
Handrail Palooza.
Yeah, which we've seen before. In his lurk hard part, he does a heel flip board slide down a handrail. Gnarly.
Yep, definitely does.
But I mean, I think it's tight to toss that stuff in there and switch it up a little bit.
Bro,
also play to his
half cab
just
crook.
Watching him destroy flat bars, like, I mean, I'm back tossing in the other stuff, but I don't even need it. Like, if it's just flat bars, I don't think anyone's gonna complain. Because he does it better than anyone.
It doesn't need to be flat. It can be a curved rail too, because
the ender, which by the way, that spot looks incredible. It looks so perfect, and we've seen a lot of people.
Jeez.
Yeah, I, you're gonna have to go watch that. And he got he got a 6 on this part.
It is like crazy good.
Yeah. It really
Also,
is.
Grant brought a point up to me before the show about why Thresher doesn't always post to their YouTube channel, and he thinks it's because of music with copyright issues, and I think that's definitely it.
Yeah, well, I mean, this pizza video in general, I don't know how this works, but Pizza just has it on their YouTube, and then they have Thrasher promoted on their site. But there's a lot of Thrasher parts, not a lot, a handful, that get put on. Like, if you have a Thrasher part, not all of them get put on YouTube, and I think that's 100% just because if they can probably get away with not owning the music for their website, but they're not going to risk that on YouTube and get a strike and lose their millions
of followers.
Yeah, I know Ish Cepeda's part, Saturn Sun, from a couple weeks ago, that didn't get put on the YouTube. One of Dillo's other parts, Dillo's new part is on the YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched it.
Yeah, I think we might as well talk about John Dillo.
Where are we at with the list? Where's Yo-Yo?
I don't know. I'm going to shoot him another text right now.
Yeah, shoot him a text, dude.
We're running low on the top of this. But let's talk about our dude, Escape Fillet alumni, John Dillo, putting it down. Mike.
Dude, he's my favorite.
Why?
I think that he's extremely original. I think that with John Dillo, like, he has his little bag of tricks, sure, but I think that his trick selection, I think his spot selection leaves a lot to be imagined. And I think that's really, really sick in a time where we kind of get the same shit a lot. Yeah. I think John Dillo's style is just really refreshing. I think that the tricks that he chooses to do are just cool, genuinely just cool, you know? If you didn't skate and you saw him do nose manual nollie flip over to another nose manual, you would be like, that was cool.
You trip on that.
Exactly. Cool. That's what I'm saying. And I think that he takes the right approach with everything. I don't think he doesn't come off any which way. I think he seems super just solid dude who just wants to skate.
Yeah. Definitely out there seems to be out
as far as him fitting like the Adidas aesthetic, I think he's perfect. Mm-hmm. He almost, like, for some reason I get like a Silas Baxter Neal vibe from him sometimes.
Okay.
And I think it's definitely meant as a compliment because that's obviously Saudi boy. But, like, him without a board sponsor makes less sense to me than Trevor not having a board sponsor. How about that? Like, John Dillo is the shit, man. He's like on the
John DiLorenzo. He needs the board sponsor. I'm trying to see that name on a board by the time the year ends.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy to me that this.
I'm trying to see his name on a board. Pro. I'm trying to go buy that board, put it on the wall. I'm trying to see his name on some benchers, go buy him just so I can sit there.
Oh shit! Some Dillo benchers.
Yeah, dude. John Dillo's that dude.
Spits, dude. He always wears spit.
John Dillo's that dude.
Yeah,
kind of like you said, I think he's a really cool mix of tricks in the fact that you're going to see him go over stuff and down gaps and over whatever. He's crazy pop with a lot of kind of like classic, like switch heel, switch flip, switch front heel, front side flip, stuff like that, which is really sick to watch him do because everything is so stomped, very like structured the way he flicks it.
Never gets whacked.
Yeah, that's true. And we'll see him step outside of his comfort zone in terms of that as well. With like this part, you open it with a switch tray. I don't really remember him doing a switch tray before.
Back to back, the frontside half cab flip, and then the nollie backside flip.
And then you're going to see him toss in manual stuff that you see no one else do. Nose manny, nollie flip drop.
I always, whenever I see manual tricks of him that are really hard, I always think back to him on here, like very modestly being like, they're just kind of easy for me. Like whatever he said that.
He's kind of been into manuals his whole life, and they just kind of came natural to an extent.
No, he said something like literally like they're just kind of like easy for me or something like that. And I was like, that's sick. That's so sick.
The switch ollie over to nose manny. He kickflipped a bump over bar. He kickflipped a bump over bar that does not look at all easy to skate into nose manny.
I'm just saying,
I really don't think that there's anyone else that can do that.
Yeah, the switch ollie to fakey manny is like.
I'm just really not convinced that anyone else could kickflip that bump over bar to nose manny.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He's one of those dudes that like I want to go skate after watching that.
Yeah, the mix of tricks and spots and his style, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
John D-Lo, you did it again. You don't stop putting out footage, and it's always such high quality.
I was just gonna say that was my next thing. I was just gonna say.
Yeah, he does not slow down.
He puts out so much footage.
Yeah, I think pretty sure he's put out 4 parts in the past probably calendar year. We had 2
and not to
Thrasher
mention
parts.
not to mention just like the things in between too. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like he put out. Remember when he was at the Agenda trade show doing switch nose grinds on things that are up to his fucking waist
on the shoebox?
Yeah,
Destroyed the shoebox at Agenda. He had a ride or die for Shake Junt. He had 2 Thrasher parts. He had his sick head part released.
Mm-hmm.
He had there's another one. And then there's this one. He had footage in the Shake Junt Flavor Country. Dude, he just doesn't stop.
And in that Florida video just now, the Jamie one.
Yeah. Golden Foy time.
Yeah, Golden Foy time.
Switch front Smith.
I don't know why I forgot the name of Golden Foy time. I loved it so much.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, today's a good day if you're a fan of skateboarding. Go watch that pizza thing. Go watch that John D-Lo. You're probably gonna watch it, and then you're gonna want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. That switch Manny to Fakey Manny, or switch Ollie to Fakey Manny is one of the craziest things that gets overlooked from there.
Okay.
What else we got, Grant?
To be honest with you, Mike, everything we got on the topic list.
Oh,
I mean, there was one more thing, Yo-Yo's part, which we were hoping to.
We could always do it next week.
Yeah. So,
I don't wanna bother that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I hit him up. So it'll probably just have to reschedule. We'll get him on next week.
Whatever happened with Sibo? We gotta get Sibo on here, man.
Yeah, I'm down. He's got an art show this week.
Dude, he stole my song that I wanted to use for a video.
I did see you comment that on his Instagram. Wait, what was the top 5 you wanted to do today?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot.
You said, nightclubs. Top 5 nightclubs.
9 Club, duh. Oh, shit.
Run it up.
Well, I already got 1 and 2, so now I got the easy part.
Well, repeat those.
Oh, number 1 is Wade Disarmo, Primitive's newest pro.
Yep.
And then number 2 is 2012 Sodi.
Right? Was it 12?
No, 13.
I'm pretty sure it's 13.
13, and then Wes was 14.
Yeah. And then Ave, and then
yeah, I like
Kyle.
Spanish. I liked Spanish Mike's 9 Club a lot. I thought that was really funny. I liked a sleeper one that no one would expect me to like was Ryan Clement.
Dude, yeah, that's in my top 5.
I learned a lot from that one.
Yeah,
it was very informative in a non-evasive or not like intrusive way. What else one did I really like? Mike Sinclair, just based off of goofy factor. How about that for a top 5?
That's good. I back it. I'm gonna go number 1, Ishod
I'm still
Ware.
waiting for Muska. Oh, I want to do an honorable mention, Miles Silvas.
Okay.
His was sick.
I'm gonna go number 1, Ishod Ware.
Yeah, his was great.
Number 2, P-Rod's experience when the FaceTime Spanish was so funny. Also, I don't know if I'm always going to stand behind this list because it's kind of hard off the top of your head.
Yeah, it's off the top of my head.
I like these ones regardless. Number 3, I'll probably go Bragg 3, Ryan Clements 4, and 5.
You liked Ryan Clements too?
A lot. I really liked his and Bragg's.
Oh wow! I didn't think I would have never expected you to put that on your list.
Why?
I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that episode.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I mean, me and you, like, we're obsessed with industry stuff, you know? I love hearing what Clements does for dudes. That's so rad.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. And number 5, shoot. I don't know. What other one did I really like? It's so hard to do. Yeah, exactly.
Did you like Golden Foy time?
Jamie Foy's 9 Club, I did. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll put it in my top 5.
Oh, I want to swap mine out.
Zion's was sick.
Because there was one part in Zion's where I really, really, really was like, okay, I'm fucking with this dude. And it was when he was like, he said something about everyone else turning pro and him being like, well, why not? I feel like I'm up there with these guys. I feel like I'm just as good as they are. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I mean it like I can hang with these dudes. And I was just like, yeah, sign me up.
Right. I'll
so
probably
right.
toss in Strobeck at 5. I like to.
Ooh, solid choice.
Honorable mention. This is probably really forgot about because it's one of their first shows, or like maybe one of the first 10. Davis Torgerson.
Torgy.
Because I love, Torgy. He gave Chris the Karob thing, and they talk about that's 10 and Davis's notebook and stuff, and it's so funny. And it's also crazy if you haven't seen that, or if you just haven't listened to it since when it first dropped. Go back and watch it, and it's pretty insane to see how much the show has evolved in terms of just like production level and them being able to like conversate better, and obviously like inside jokes just evolving over time, and the length of the show changing a lot.
Torgy.
Torgy. That's a sick one, dude.
That Torgy shit killed me. I remember.
Jason Dills was amazing as well.
Who? Jason Dill?
Yeah.
Jason Dill's Bob Shirt interview is like prime Jason Dill in my opinion.
I didn't finish that. I started it.
Oh, you're fucking up. That was brilliant.
I'll get around to it. I can't escape for another week and a half. So.
Yeah, that Bob Shirt interview is like
Bob Shirt said.
Nailed it.
It's going. Yeah. All right. Well, I do apologize for putting Yo-Yo's name in this title, and he's not here yet.
Take it out of the title. Get it out of there.
Yeah, we'll edit it. I'm sure he's completely down.
Take his name out and put John Dillos in.
But he should be here next week. We'll chat about his part then. I was very stoked on it. I know Mike checked it out as well. So we'll talk about that with Yo-Yo, how we filming process and all that. So hit us up if you have anything you want to ask him. We'll get to that on episode 150, which is going to be next week.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, 150's in a week. Player.
Hey,
but
shit, it's going down.
Probably not going to be on Tuesday next week, though. It'll have to be a different day. Stay tuned on Instagram.
Next week.
We'll let you know when it is. Got a little something coming up. Players.
DM us.
See ya in, I would say week, but it's probably going to be like 8 or 9 days. So see you sometime next week.
Stay smiling.
Bye.